What's up, Pisces? Welcome to your Love Look-See. This is going to be a timeless read, so whenever you are inspired to watch it, that's when it's for you. It's also not going to resonate with all of you guys, so definitely check out your other placements, okay? Let's get into it. I will say, Pisces, it feels like for a lot of you guys at this time, there's a lot transforming in terms of your relationship. Some of you guys are getting out of relationships. Some of you guys have been considering getting out of relationships, healing from old relationships. All of that is here. It just depends on how it applies to you personally, okay? So take what resonates. You guys start out with Queen of Wands, and what's crossing it is the Seven of Wands. Now, Queen of Wands, she's a super sexual, beautiful, passionate lover. She is someone who gets attention. She's someone who's fun. She's a total vibe. She gets what she wants, right? But what's crossing it, which this card really indicates what's either helping a situation or hurting a situation, is the Seven of Wands. Now, Seven of Wands does bring up some type of resistance here, right? Seven of Wands can oftentimes come off as a very defensive energy, or like an energy of needing to stand your ground or having to stand your ground on something. Now, if I'm looking at you guys' past position with this Five of Cups, Five of Cups talks about guilt or feeling bad about something, or, kind of mourning something, missing someone, really kind of feeling like you kind of have no more chances, right? Because you've got this person who's so focused on the three cups that are spilled that they don't realize that there is room for more relationship or other type of happiness or connection with people. I do love how it progresses from the Five of Cups to going to the Queen of Wands, though, because it feels like there has been some self-work that's been done in order for you to elevate and feel yourself, especially if you're a single Pisces. This is great energy in terms of going out and finding someone, right? I do love that it does feel like for many of you at this time, there's been some healing that you've gone through to get to this Queen of Wands energy here. But even with that, we have to remember, that's not always constant. Once you feel good one day or have healing in a situation one day, it doesn't mean that there aren't things in the future that can come back and kind of trigger you to old habits or old beliefs or old worries, whatever. But you guys are standing here feeling really empowered. There may be some friction. You could even have people who are questioning, where did all this come from type thing. It almost reminds me of like any of you guys who watch Real Housewives of Potomac, how, Giselle and what's the copycat one? Giselle and Robin were questioning Wendy about her new changes in her attitude, right? Because she's coming off as more confident. She's, exuding this magnetizing energy that everyone loves, unless you're a hater, right? So there could be some pushback that's coming through with this. And, again, some resistance that comes with just having gone through things, having experienced, hardships in relationships. Now, if you are in a relationship, this could also indicate that you've maybe been feeling like you've been having some pushback from your partner, especially if you are trying to spice things up, make things fun, kind of make it, light again. You could be feeling like you're the only one working towards that goal. Now, there is a lot of fire energy here, so you may be dealing with a fire sign person, or you might be coming to find a fire sign person. Maybe you're getting over another water sign. I say that too because out of all the cards, the two major arcanas we have here are the Sun and the Death card. Now, near future, what I love is we've got the Three of Wands and the Sun card. This is beautiful. Three of Wands follows that Two of Wands, which is all about the planning stages, right? It's really about looking at your life, looking at your experiences, from what I've experienced, from the knowledge I've gained, from what I feel I want, am I kind of moving in the right direction, right? We get to the Three of Wands where we are waiting for all those ships to sail in. So this is almost like, if you are familiar with like Abraham Hicks, this is like the energy of like, I've put all the things into my vortex. And so now I'm in this place of eager anticipation, waiting for it to happen, right? Three of Wands, again, it is that waiting for the ships to sail in, but we can't forget from the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands, whatever plans you may have made for yourself in Two of Wands, those can always change in that waiting period, right? As you go through life, as you experience more, you might decide, oh, actually, that's not what I want, or that's not what I like, or that's not who I want, right? Sometimes that can indicate a change of a person, right? But you got the Sun card here. So I do feel like you guys are walking into a really great space. of just like happiness and joy and satisfaction. Like the sun is the happiest, most positive card in the deck. It does talk about family. It does talk about passion. It does talk about, you know, the exposure, things being very clear, being seen, getting over brick walls and hurdles. So it's a really, really, really good thing if you are a single Pisces or a Pisces who's in a relationship and maybe things haven't been so great. There is an opportunity to, you know, improve upon that. Now, the thing that you want to avoid at this time, or like your cop out, the cop out card, is the Four of Cups. And I actually love this here for you guys right now. You know, Four of Cups energy is about being dissatisfied in a moment. It's really about looking at the options around you and not being moved by any of them. I think it's important at this time, if especially a relationship is what you want, is to be focused on manifesting it, right? Because everything um, has two sides, right? So even for the good, there's also the bad. Everything is the same, just different polarities. Like love and hate are the same thing, just completely different polarities. So the same thing is, it's the same in terms of this. If a certain type of relationship is what you want, really focus on the parts of the relationship that you want, right? So like take the face out of it, take the person out of it. You want someone who is kind. You want someone who's loving, someone who's smart, someone who's funny, those types of things. So really focus more on what it is that you do want rather than what it is you don't want, because we don't realize how sometimes we can energetically pull in what it is that we don't want instead of what we do want. And also just try to find joy in every moment. Like, you know, even if things aren't seemingly going your way, don't let those emotions pull you down and don't stay in those emotions too long. Yes, you are absolutely, you know, allowed to feel disappointed or to feel, you know, frustrated, but as much time and energy that you put into those feelings of frustration and disappointment, put into solving the problem so you can feel better and be happy in your relationships, right? And again, if you are in a relationship and maybe you feel like you're the one pulling all the weight, doing all the work, you really can't put too much focus on that other person. All you can do is really control how you feel and how you move, and either they are going to align with that or they will not. You know, that's just kind of what it is. So really not focusing on the bad, really not focusing on what it is that you don't have, and really trying to find the kind of silver lining in everything so that you're able to manifest what it is that you actually want in the relationship. Now, what you're aiming for, what you do need to be focusing on, is Seven of Cups. Some of you guys have options here, okay? Look, they're like all trying to give her a cup. They're all trying to offer her something, right? And it's really up to her as a person, as what she wants. So really thinking about what it is that you want. Also being very cautious though, because as we know, Seven of Cups, it does bring potential blessings and beautiful things, but not every cup has something worthwhile in it, right? So really being discerning in that way, taking your time. There are options around you guys though. So especially for you single Pisces, this is a really great time for you in terms of what you want, because you've got that fire of Queen of Wands, of being attractive, being fun, being out there, being seen, being connected. And then you've got all these options in front of you too. And you've got some really good things coming ahead of you. So that's really, really good. Your main things that you want to not do is focus on anything that's bad that's happened in the past, or not focusing on anything that is maybe not seemingly going your way right now, because that can completely just switch up everything, right? Focus on only the good, focus on only what it is that you want, and be open to some options, because there are things that are coming your way, lovers that are coming your way, opportunities that are coming your way that can absolutely have an impact on your romantic life. Now, advice for moving forward. Decisions need to be made, my loves. Two of Swords. If you are in a relationship that has been troublesome, you might find yourself in this space a lot, right? Where you're kind of at that fork in the road. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna shit, or are we gonna get off this pot? Like, look at how they are not even connected. They're not talking. There's nothing about them. He's in his phone, she's in his, or she's in hers. And so this is really about needing to come into a decision in terms of what you want to do. If you are in a relationship, this is either the time where you have to really decide if this is a relationship you still want, or if this is something that you guys need to move forward from. Now, King of Wands shows up here. in the advice for moving forward, which I love because you already got the Queen of Wands. You got the King and Queen of Wands. I just feel like you guys are stepping into something that's going to be really, really fun, really exciting, very passionate, probably hot sex, someone who's super attractive. Again, there's a lot of fire energy here. So Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. But it's, he's a go-getter. King of Wands, he goes after what it is that he wants, right? And he only follows things that he's passionate about. Now, he has a little bit of that knight energy in him in terms of like, this is like the reformed redneck. I hate, or not redneck, roughneck. Redneck, wow. Reformed roughneck. This is someone who maybe had like a slippery past in in the past, or maybe was known as a player in the past, but they're very, very clear on what they want now. And so they kind of still have that attractive energy in terms of getting what it is that they want, but they know what to do with it now, right? They know how to love it now. They know how to cater to that relationship now. But there's some big decisions that you guys need to make in terms of what you want to do, either in this relationship that you're already currently in, or in terms of going out and getting you a new one. There's some things that you maybe need to look at that you haven't been trying to look at. There may be some conversations that need to be had, rather than avoiding it. But this is definitely these two. It's telling you to take action. Whatever's been bothering you, whatever's been plaguing you, whatever's been kind of holding you back, it's time now to take action and move forward, okay? Now, in your most likely outcome, you got the Death card, which is connected to Scorpio energy, and you've got the Two of Cups. Whether you're in a relationship or not, there is a death coming. So some of you guys might find that this is a time where you're breaking up, which, I'm sorry. Even if it's a good thing, breakups are not easy, right? But I do feel like it's for a good reason. You got the Two of Cups here. Even if it's not a relationship or a breakup, it could be the death of something in your relationship that basically leaves room for more better to come in. So if you guys had certain issues that you guys have been trying to deal with that you just could not find any type of resolve for, this might be a time that you actually do, that you're able to dead something, move on from it, and kind of rekindle, right? Two of Cups is a beautiful connection. It's very much about that harmony and that, that balance in a relationship. Like, look how they look so peaceful sitting there having their little coffee or whatever. So this is here for you, whether you are ending another relationship or just revamping one that you're currently in. There are definitely possibilities for you. It's urging you to look at all your options though, so you know what to do. And if, you know who you are, if this is resonating. But yeah, there's newness coming in your relationship, which is really exciting. And then you've got very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So it's just about being very clear, right? And how we clearly decide is we don't pay attention too much to the things that we don't like. And I know that's easier said than done, but literally law of attraction, it will bring more of those things to you. So how we do is we clearly decide what we do want and we stay on that road, right? We stay in that kind of tunnel vision and we don't worry about the things that we don't want or worry about the things that aren't happening for us now. We go forward with faith that the things that we do want are happening for us. So this is a really beautiful energy, actually. I'm really excited for you, Pisces, because whether you are in a relationship or gonna be in a relationship, it looks like there's gonna be a lot of happiness and a lot of love and connection and possible, growing a family, possible big things down the road. So this is really good for you guys. I hope that this comes true. And I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Thank you, Pisces.